Interesting.
Yeah, I have two topics today to discuss. One is data import wizard and one is data loader. And when we are coming to a topic data import wizard, here the data import wizard is an internal user interface tool which it is easy to import the data using org itself, and we can for only few standard Salesforce objects such as accounts, contacts, leads, solutions, and campaign numbers, and person accounts. And we can import all custom objects into the org. And using the data import wizard, we can only take three actions, that is insert, update, and upset the data into Salesforce. I can um, give you and show you. If you search for data import wizard, you can get the so this is how the data import wizard will look up. Here, if you launch wizard,
Your screen is not visible. You are still seeing your PPT only.
just a minute. So can you able to see now?
No, sir. What you can just stop. I can share. I can complete screen. No, it is.
Now can you able to see, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we go to setup, if we search for data import wizard in quick box, you will get a data import wizard. Yes, if you launch wizard data, we can map the data in, for accounts and contacts, leads, solutions, and campaign numbers. These are the standard objects which you have in data import wizard. And custom objects. What are the custom objects we can create here? We can upload the data into our coming to PPT. We have to use .csv file while uploading the while inserting or updating or upsetting the data into Salesforce, and we can insert 50,000 records at a time once we inserting the data or updating the data or upsetting the data into Salesforce. And coming to data loader. Data loader is a client application for the bulk import or export of the data. Here we can import the data for all Salesforce objects like the standard objects and the custom objects. Here also we have to use the .csv file, and here while like using the data loader, we can insert, update, and upset the data along with these three actions. We can delete the data, we can hard delete the data, and we can export the data. Export all in the sense here the difference between export and export all. We can export the data only if we have the data in the Salesforce, like in the Salesforce app. For example, I'll show you. For example, these are the existing data which we have. If you want to export the data, only these data can be exported using the data loader. But if we use export all, this can be used for the existing data and the deleted data. For example, if you deleted a B10, this data also can be exported using export all data in the Salesforce. And for a mapping purpose, we can use SDL file. I have showed you, right? Show you that example. And we have to install the application before using the data loader. So this is an application which we have to use while loading, while inserting or updating or updating the data. If we want to delete the data, we need to use this data loader, and we need to log in to insert or update. Here, there is two options we have. One is OAuth and one is password authentication. For now, we have to use a production as we are a developer. We are using developer salesforce.com. We have to log in. Here, we need to give username and password. I'm giving my username now. Now I have logged in. Once we log in, we'll get a screen for next step. Here, we can see, for example, I'm uploading the lead information, lead objects into the Salesforce. We can browse the data. For example, I'm taking the data, lead info 1. Then click on next. Here, here is showing initialization succeed for 20 records. For in lead object 1, I have 20 objects. I'll show you lead object. See, 20 objects I have here. The 20 objects it was initialized into leads. Then here it comes to mapping. So I have already have existing mapping. I'll choose that. So here we have SDL format. This is the existing mapping. Like these are the format we can use while we need to map. See, these are the existing mapping we have. Um, we have mapped like already for lead status, for company, email, like that. Then click on next, click finish. It will get uploaded. It's taking time. See, 20 errors it was given because it was already uploaded here. So duplicates because I have already uploaded these records into Salesforce. That is why it was replicating another stating duplicate records. This is how we have to upload into data into Salesforce using data loader. And at a time we can insert 5 million records into Salesforce using the data loader, and the current version we have here is 55.01, and I'll show you how to install the data loader. So here we have an option like download data loader for Windows, and this is for Windows installation, and for Mac, Mac systems, Mac laptops, we need to use the download data loader for Mac. And here we have the installation instructions. This is how it will show the instructions before installing the application. So if you click for Windows here, it will route it to another screen here. See, before installing that, here we have instructions to use only Zulu Open JDK version 11 for Windows. So here we'll scroll down. This is 17th version. Then we have to go to 11th version. See, this is Java 11th version, and then we need to check for JDK. JDK 64-bit. So this we have to install this one. When we have to install .msi file, when we should not install .zip file. Once we install this application, it will take a bit, it will take some time to install into our system. And once we install, as I informed you, like we need to log in the data loader. Once you log in, only we can insert, update, upset the data, and delete the data is as per the requirement. And for this one also, we need to use .csv file like before inserting the data or updating the data for anything else. And I do have interview questions. Before interview, like we go to interview questions, like do you have any doubts, any questions on this data loader?
No, sir.
Thank you. So we can move on to interview questions, which is useful in real time. The first one we have here. How can we insert null values in data loader? Can anyone answer this question? Hello. So can you hear me?
Yes, we can use it. Anyone knows how we can insert null values, sir? You don't know. Telsa telida.
Yeah, we can go to settings and we can insert the null values.
What is the use of insert null values, madam? What is it? Why will you use insert null values?
Any blank values like.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So I'll show you. See, this is a data loader. We'll have to go to settings. Then here it will show. It is showing that null values here. If we enable this one, we have to enable this option. Now it's not coming.
Disable
you
bulk
enable-
API. Because of bulk API, if enable, you cannot do that. You can disable it.
Okay, now we can enable this one. Thank you, sir. So this is how we need to navigate. I'll show you once again. See, open a data loader, then go to settings. Here there is an option called null values. We have to enable this one. Then only this will work. Before enabling it, we have to disable bulk API if we already have enabled bulk API. This is how it will work. Sorry, what is bulk API in Salesforce? Can anyone answer this question?
Bulk API means if you enable the bulk,
Hard.
we can see the 2000 records. If we disable the bulk API means we can see the 200 records.
Yes, ma'am. But what is bulk API? Like why we use bulk API?
Bulk means at a time we can load the data.
Yes, ma'am. So the answer here we have is bulk API provides a programmatic option to quickly load the data into Salesforce from your individual arms. So this feature is enabled by default for the editions like performance, unlimited, enterprise, and developer editions. So then move on to the next question. What is default batch size before enabling bulk API?
Yeah, maximum is we can see the data 10,000 records, and the minimum is one record.
Yes, madam. But the question here is, what is the default batch size before enabling bulk API?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Before yeah, 10,000 records, I think.
no, madam. The default batch size, yes, yes, sir, correct, sir. 200. 200 is the default batch size before enabling the bulk API. Okay. And the next question we have here. For example, I am inserting 1,000 records into Salesforce. So using the data loader, I am inserting the 1,000 records into Salesforce. 600 records inserted successfully. Like we have inserted without an error from 601 to 1,000 records. It was failed to insert the data. Now we want to use the same CSV file, which we have 1,000 records in the file. We want to use the same CSV file, but we want to start inserting from the 601. How we can insert the files? Do you guys have any idea how we can insert the files from the same existing file? But we need to insert the values from 601 to 1,000. Anyone have an idea? So we'll move on to the answer here. So in the data loader, we at the bottom of the page we can find start at row. In that field, what we need to give. So for example, here till 600 we have inserted successfully, right? So we need to give the 600 the row number as 600. Then we need to click OK. So now if we insert the data uh, using the same existing file, CSV file, it will insert from 601 to 1,000. This is how it shows, but in updated version, this option we couldn't able to find that.
Hello, sir. We should also enable that enable serial mode for bulk API.
Yes, sir. Yes. Sorry, I missed that. Before that, we need to enable this both
Enable,
the
yeah.
yes, both the options here use bulk API and enable this mode for bulk API. If we don't enable this one, we couldn't able to see the bottom option. Uh, this one started row option. But in the latest version, we don't have this option as of now. I don't know how it can be, but this is how we need to give the option. Like here, if we give 600 and if we click OK, then we can enter the data with the same CSV file. It will insert the data from 601 to 1000 records. And I have the next question. What happens if we are not providing some of the fields in .csv file, which are required in page level and trying to insert records into Salesforce through Dataloader?
Records will successfully added.
Yes, ma'am. Why, madam?
Because page layout is required from front end level only, UI level only. Through the data
Yes.
loader we can insert.
Yes, madam. Yes. So we can insert the data into Salesforce successfully without any errors because it's a user interface requirement, like within the. So the next question I have here: what happens if we are not providing some of fields in .csv file which are required in field level and trying to insert records into Salesforce through the data loader?
1 minute, 1 minute, sir. So give answer like Syed Jabin. What is the answer for this one? Sindhuja Reddy, Vanaja. What is the answer for this one, madam? Sindhuja Reddy, Syed Jabin. No, tell me. Anil Kumar. Anil Kumar K. Iranna. So always Bhagasri is giving answers. We are
Yes, sir. All records inserted successfully, sir, through the page layouts, not showing with error messages.
sorry. What happens? Just read the question, madam. What happens if we are not providing some of the fields in the CSV file which are required in the field level? Field level means the required checkbox. Required will insert or not insert?
I think it will insert that.
It will insert, huh? Rakesh, Raki, Akhil Reddy. Sir, silent sir. Silent sir join our class. So always see why Bhagasri is learning more and she's getting knowledge. She will get job. But what about you? Meeku job awesome leda. Only classes వినడానికి కొట్టిన వచ్చారా మీరు? సింధుజ రెడ్డి, అఖిల్ రెడ్డి సార్ ఏంది సార్ మాట్లాడలేదు మీరు? హలో, వినిపిస్తుందా? నేను మాట్లాడేది వినిపించట్లేదు నా వాయిస్.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
మరి ఎందుకు సార్ సైలెంట్గా ఉన్నారు? వాట్ ఇస్ ద ప్రాబ్లం? ఆల్రెడీ దిస్ టాపిక్ ఇస్ డన్ సో లాంగ్ ఎగో, రైట్? ఈ క్వశ్చన్ ఇప్పుడు మనం డిస్కస్ చేస్తాం క్లాస్ లో. ఇన్ కేస్ ఇఫ్ క్వశ్చన్
those records are remaining records will be inserted successfully, I think.
So why you are not speaking, sir? Other people always 2-3 people are speaking in the class. ఏం ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటి? సింధుజ, మీకు అఖిల్ రెడ్డి, ఈరన్న ఎందుకు మాట్లాడట్లే మీరు? జయశ్రీ, తేజేశ్వరి, సయ్యద్ జబీన్, ఎనీ ప్రాబ్లమ్ సార్? మీకు ఏమైనా ప్రాబ్లం ఉందా ఇంట్లో? ఏమన్నా మాట్లాడితే ఏమన్నా జస్ట్ ఏమైనా వాయిస్ ఏమైనా ఇష్యూస్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వస్తాయా? గివ్ మీ ఆన్సర్ సార్. మీ సైలెంట్గా ఉంటే అసలు నాకు నచ్చ అసలు.
Is it correct?
Problem to speak. Only one person, 2 persons giving answers, that is not good, no? Other people in the kingdom. అర్థమవుతుందా వాట్ ఐమ్ సేయింగ్? సింధుజ, అనిల్, రాకేష్, రాకీ మాట్లాడండి సార్. ఎందుకు సార్ వాళ్ళు జస్ట్ ఇప్పుడు ప్రభాకర్ ఇస్ సేయింగ్, భాగ్యశ్రీ ఇస్ రిప్లైయింగ్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ దెన్ వాట్ వీఆర్ మనం ఎందుకున్నాం ఇంకా లింక్ లో? ఇక్కడ వాళ్ళు ఏం మాట్లాడారు? చెస్ వీఆర్ అబ్జర్వింగ్, దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ యూజ్, రైట్? రేపు పొద్దున ఇంటర్వ్యూకి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు వాళ్ళేం ఈవెన్ ప్రభాకర్ విల్ నాట్ ఆస్క్ క్వశ్చన్, భాగ్యశ్రీ విల్ నాట్ గివ్ ఆన్సర్. ఇంటర్వ్యూ ఇస్ డిఫరెంట్ పర్సన్. దట్ టైమ్ యూ ఓన్లీ నీడ్ టు గివ్ ఆన్సర్. అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తారు? అప్పుడు ఇట్లా బ్లాంక్ ఉంటే ఏమవుతుంది? ఇంటర్వ్యూ ఫెయిల్ అవుతుంది. ఇంటర్వ్యూ ఫెయిల్ అయితే ఏమవుతుంది? ఇంకంతే, జాబ్ రావడం చాలా టైం పట్టుద్ది. ఇట్ ఈస్ అ న్యూ క్వశ్చన్, ఐ కెన్ అండర్స్టాండ్ సార్. ఓకే, ఇది కంప్లీట్గా న్యూ టాపిక్, మీకు తెలియదు, నో ప్రాబ్లం, యూ కెన్ లీవ్ ఇట్. యూ కెన్ జస్ట్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ ఆన్సర్ ఫ్రమ్ అదర్స్. బట్ వాట్ ఎవర్ ద టాపిక్స్ వి డిస్కస్ ఇన్ ద క్లాస్, ఫర్ దట్ టాపిక్స్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు గివ్ ఆన్సర్. ఓకే, అర్థమవుతుందా వాట్ ఐమ్ సేయింగ్? సైలెంట్ ఉండకండి. సైలెంట్ ఉంటే నెవర్, మీకు ఎప్పటికీ జాబ్ రాదు. ఐఎమ్ గివింగ్ 100% షూర్. ఎప్పుడైతే మీరు టాక్ చేస్తారు, ఎప్పుడైతే మీరు కమ్యూనికేట్ అవుతారో అదర్ పీపుల్ దగ్గర, ఇంటరాక్షన్ ఎక్కువ అవుతుందో, దే విల్ ఓన్లీ గెట్ అ జాబ్ ఈజీలీ. నో నీడ్ టు డిపెండ్ అదర్ పీపుల్. మీరు whenever you are doing some more interaction with any people, you will get job yourself. No need to depend other people also. మీరు అదర్ పీపుల్ మీద డిపెండ్ అయ్యే అవసరం కూడా లేదు. సెల్ఫ్ గా మీకే జాబ్ వచ్చేస్తుంది. సో ప్లీజ్ సార్, ప్లీజ్ రెస్పాండ్. అఖిల్ రెడ్డి మీరు అసలు మాట్లాడలేదు. రాకేష్, అనిల్ కుమార్, మీకు వచ్చిన ఒక్క వర్డ్ అయినా ఆన్సర్ ఇవ్వండి, నో ప్రాబ్లం. బట్ టుడే ఇఫ్ యూ గివ్ వన్ వర్డ్, టుమారో విల్ గివ్ వన్ సెంటెన్స్, దెన్ యూ విల్ గివ్ వన్ పారాగ్రాఫ్ ఆల్సో. అంతేగాని సైలెంట్ కూర్చుంటే మాత్రం నో యూజ్ అన్నట్టు. ఇన్ కేస్ ఇఫ్ యూఆర్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ విత్ కమ్యూనికేషన్, యూ కెన్ జస్ట్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ తెలుగు ఆల్సో, నో ప్రాబ్లం. ఇనిషియల్ డేస్, ఒక 5 days 6 days, దాని తర్వాత యూ కెన్ కంటిన్యూ ఇంగ్లీష్, నో ప్రాబ్లం. అండర్స్టాండ్ వాట్ ఐమ్ సేయింగ్?
ఓకే
ఆన్సర్ మాత్రం ప్రతి ఒక్కరు ఇవ్వాలి సార్. ఎందుకంటే వై ఐఎమ్ జస్ట్ దిస్ ఇస్ ఫర్ మీ టైమ్ వేస్ట్, రైట్? Again, why is already I have discussed some topics in Dataloader. Why Prabhakar is prepared again? Why he is explaining? Is also for him also time waste, for me also time waste, right? But why Prabhakar is doing is he wants to learn some new things. As an explain just say, he will never forget the topics. So same thing you have to do be there. Okay sir, continue sir. So tomorrow no, everyone is to be active sir. Ilaithe em kudada asaliki. No use annattu.
Yes, sir. The answer here we have is except the required field level information data, remaining data we can insert the data into Salesforce. So only those required field level information cannot be inserted. The remaining data can be inserted into Salesforce. So the next question here we have, what is the default batch size if we enable bulk API? After enabling the bulk API, what is the default batch size we have in Dataloader?
2000.
2000 records.
2000 records.
Yes, sir. So the 2000 records, like is a batch size, default batch size after enabling the bulk API in the Dataloader. And what is the maximum batch size of the Dataloader?
Yeah, 10,000 records.
10,000
Uh,
records and minimum 1 record.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. So batch size can be increased up to 10,000 records. The faster and efficient processing into Salesforce. So what is a file mapping, like file format of the Dataloader? So
Yes,
just now I have showed you this.
SDS.
CSV file matches a field name.
Yes, this is SDL, which mentioned like a Salesforce Dataloader. And the next question I have, difference between data import wizard and Dataloader. Like
In data import wizard, we don't have hard delete and delete option, where export and export all, whereas we have in data loader, these all options are available for us.
Yes, madam. Anything apart from that?
Through data import, we can export up to 50,000 records. In the data loader, we can upload till 5 million records.
Yes, madam.
And we have more options in the data loader. Export,
Yes.
export all, delete, hard delete.
Yes, madam. The major difference here we have is while importing duplicates can be ignored in data import wizard. Like duplicates can be ignored while inserting the data into data import wizard. But the thing here we have in data loader is while importing the data into using the data loader into Salesforce, the duplicates cannot be ignored. in Dataloader. Just now I have showed you, right? For example, just a minute. Sorry. So can you able to see?
Yes.
Just now we have uploaded one file, right, which is already existed in the Salesforce. So again, we have if we upload the data, it will pop up like this, the duplicates detected. So this is the main difference between data import and data loader. So directly will get an errors like error file, and it won't be inserted if you have a duplicate records. This is all I have for the day. Thank you all. If you have any questions, please let me know.
Sure, Prabhakar. Thank you for the presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Sir, one thing, I understood this question, how we can insert null values, but why we will insert, what the case we will insert null values in object?
So generally, if you want to, if you enable the checkbox, if you want to update any existing values with null values, okay, for example, you are not giving data, it by default will take at the time of updating, it will work, madam. Okay, when you are updating records, if you enable the checkbox, if you are not giving data, it will take by default null values. If you already record data is exist in the database, but if you are not giving that time, it will be a null value.
If it is a required value,
Then we should enter, madam. If it is required, we will get validation tools, no?
yeah,
Errors,
if it
no?
is
So that we should enter the data.
yes. Okay. Then it
So,
will not take null value for required.
no, it would not take. Required means we should enter the data.
Okay.
For example, one record is there, madam, like a Kohli is a student, fees is there. Fees is not required, for example. So Kohli record is already existing database. So with fees is, for example, $1,000 is there. Okay. So if you are getting the exporting that record, Kohli record with ID, okay, madam. So you are enabling this checkbox insert null values. So if you are just making blank, right, that field, or you are not using that field in the sheet again for the same ID, you are not adding that field column, right? So that time what will happen? It will automatically update with the null. Understand, madam? So there is one more video also there that will also will upload, will share in the group so that you can watch it. You can understand clearly on that one also. Clear?
ఇక్కడ నాకు ఒక డౌట్ ఉంది సార్. మనకి ప్రీవియస్ వర్షన్ లో ఈ ఆప్షన్ ఉంది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ స్టార్ట్ అని మనకి ఆప్షన్ ఉంది కదా సార్ కింద. ఇక్కడ మనం ఎక్కడి నుంచి అయితే అప్లోడ్ అంటే ఇన్సర్ట్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాం డేటా అక్కడ నుంచి ఇన్సర్ట్ చేయొచ్చు. సో మనకి ఈ అప్డేటెడ్ వర్షన్ లో ఆప్షన్ లేదు సార్ ఇక్కడ కింద.
ఏ ఆప్షన్స్? స్టార్ట్ రోస్.
స్టార్ట్ రోస్ ఆప్షన్ లేదు ఇక్కడ.
అది 55 వర్షన్స్ లో చేశారు, 54 వర్షన్స్ లో ఉన్నాయి.
అదే మనం ఆ రోజు డిస్కస్ చేసాం.
అదే.
Okay. Maybe that is updated, sir. Not sure why it is not there. It should be there. Previously it should be there. That's why.
Yeah. This I took from tablet service screen.
Okay. Sure, sir. No problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thanks everyone, sir. We'll connect tomorrow then.